When Colette was 2, we noticed that she wasn't eating and that she was not a playful little 2-year-old. I knew something was wrong. I had a gut feeling that there was something wrong with her. I remember very well that night. It was around 9 o'clock at night. We had been waiting all day to get the results of the CT scan, and it was hard to understand what we were looking at. What it showed was a mass in my daughter's stomach when she was 2 years old. It was the size of a grapefruit.
Colette had a very aggressive tumor, so her treatment had to be very aggressive as well.
Stress of just going in and having treatment and going from one doctor who's saying, okay, well, you got cancer now, and then all of a sudden you're all right, well, where do we go?
Of course, we can't afford to stay in a hotel. We didn't have any family there, and we were just trying to hang on to the faith that we had that something was going to be provided and taken care of, because we didn't know how we would manage. We were trying to call around and make hotel reservations, because sometimes you can get a discounted rate because of your situation. And our social worker called us, and she said that they had keys for us, that our apartment was ready early. It had already been cleaned, and they were waiting for us. And they actually had balloons for Colette, and they had gifts for her, and keys for us. That was the thing we were looking forward to. And they explained to us that this was all available through a charity called the Open Arms Foundation. And I had not heard of this foundation yet, but I was soon to learn that they provide housing for families just like us, close to these locations of the hospitals where we have to be treated.
Meeting little kids like Colette, who come in really sick, for me, is the true reward for what I do. She is doing all the things other normal children are doing now, back to her old self. She plays normally. I'm sure she and Bryant wrestle at home and get in the spats that siblings do. There have been many challenges in her care, but obviously, as you can see, there have been many triumphs too.
I learned a lot of things about devastating illnesses. I learned a lot of things about how people deal with that. I chose to have hope. Even if they told me that my daughter only had 1% chance, that's enough for me. I'm going to fight tooth and nail so that in the end, I know I have done everything possible. But there's no promise in tomorrow. I would rather know that she might not be here and do everything I can to spend as much time as possible so I have no regrets. And I don't have any regrets.